Hi, welcome to Fairvue Farms. I'm David Miller. I'm the second generation of Fairvue Farms, and we milk cows in Woodstock, Connecticut. It's a multi-generational farm. My father purchased it in the early 60s. We've been producing milk here ever since. We started with about 7 cows and are now up to 1,400 milk cows and over 3,000 dairy cattle. Normally with Celebrating Ag, we'd have a actual tour on hay rides through our facility. Now, having a virtual tour, hopefully this tour will give you an opportunity to see how and what we do. So here's our nursery where our babies are born. We have about 200 babies that are less than 70 days old. And they're brought here as soon as they're up and active and around. Within an hour, they get 3 quarts of colostrum milk, the first milk from their mom, which has got all the good stuff for them to be healthy. As they grow up and get older, they transfer into a grain diet. And you can see that there's some babies that are only a week old that are doing very well. They have their own individual house that's white and vented. They do very well in. They stay here for 70 days, and after 70 days they go into group pens to be reacclimated. So between calves, all the houses are removed, sanitized, the soil's changed, put new bedding down, and they go from this facility to a barn that we have in Putnam, which is 2 miles away, and that's where they get put into groups of 10 calves to start learning how to behave in a herd. This barn, we call it a freestyle barn. The barn we're going into has mature cows and are all milking. So the cows are fed continuously during the day, and then once a day the feed is all removed and put all fresh feed down. We put into a pile and pack down with a tractor and put plastic over it, and we do that to get the air out of it, and then it's very similar to sauerkraut. Cows get a total mixed ration of multiple ingredients of corn silage, grass silage, some soybean meal, some corn meal. It's balanced to micronutrients so that we have minerals. We have grass silage in there. They got a little bit of everything to balance that cow's diet so that she will be healthy and happy. They'll all come to see what we're doing because they're very, very curious. They lie around and rest and eat and drink, and they obviously can wander around. Socialization is very important. They just do their thing. Very much creatures of habit. Once you're milked, you go back and you get some water and some food, and you go down and rest. And cows rest laying down in their individual stalls, which they choose. They're not tied or locked into those stalls. They're just able to be free. We call it loose housing. We have 96 fans in this barn. It's a 300-foot long barn. And we have sprinklers over where they eat. We want to make them comfortable. In the heat of the summer, we've had some 90-degree days inside the barn. We can mediate that with cooling effects of the fans and the sprinklers. This is our milking power. We milk 1,400 cows. There's 24 milking machines on each side. So the cows are milked 3 times a day. They're prepped by taking a little bit of milk out of each cow to determine the health of the cow and then make sure it looks like good milk. And then they're dipped with a iodine-based dip to sanitize the teat and hand wipe each cow. And then the milking machine is attached. Each cow's milk is metered, so we know how much she's producing, and it also lets the milking power know when to take the machine off, so they come off automatically. The cows are averaging about 82 pounds a cow a day, so just under 10 gallons of milk a day per cow. On our farm, our milk is produced as raw milk from the cows. It is directly cooled and pumped into one of these trailers. You might see these trailers on the road. It's full of raw milk going to the dairy. Our milk is secure and tested for antibiotics on a regular basis. It's inspected at the dairy farm and at the processing plant before it goes into the milk system. All milk in Connecticut is on the shelves within 48 hours from within 100 miles of our dairy, so there's a good chance that you might be drinking our milk.